What's up, party people? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here, another video. Just want to come talk to you guys. There's a lot of Eagles drama going on right now, man, and the main culprit to me is, first it was Kevin Patullo, but now it's starting to lean more back towards AJ Brown, man. AJ Brown was on a stream with Janky Rondo, a well-known Commander streamer, and I'm sure Janky Rondo didn't mean anything about the question, but he asked him, what he says about his family and his kids, and then AJ Brown, just being the controversial person that he is, every time he speaks, he goes on to talk about, the inconsistencies like with the offense and his mental state, and just things that again bring unnecessary fat to the media, which then gets back to the team. And we're in the midst of getting ready for a big game against the Detroit Lions. I don't know if y'all saw that game with the Eagles in Green Bay, but we're not beating the Detroit Lions scoring 10 points, and added on to the fact that we're focusing on things that don't need to be focused on. Like, we're not worried about AJ Brown and how many targets he gets. Now, mind you, on the flip side of that, AJ Brown isn't wrong, right? He's not wrong about how he feels about the offense. A lot of Eagles content creators have went on various discussions, and there have been debates and think pieces on Kevin Patullo and his lackluster offense compared to what we saw from Kellen Moore last year. And on the business side of things, if you look at it, right, AJ Brown is getting paid $30+ million a year, and he's not getting the production that he feels he deserves. He wants to be more involved in the offense, and rightfully so. Like, if you're paying a guy $30 million to do X, Y, and Z, he needs to be doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm sure the front office and the various staff on the Philadelphia Eagles have talked to Kevin Patullo about getting AJ Brown involved, because he is a pivotal part of this offense, and one of the reasons that you're able to go to multiple Super Bowls, winning one. So it just leads to the question now, like, who's the bigger problem at this point, right? Is it Kevin Patullo or is it AJ Brown? Because Kevin Patullo is a silent problem. We hear what he says in his press conferences, and we can talk about, he's giving PC answers, but they're not the answers that give confidence in fans moving on into this season, where we have been playing a lot of teams that want our neck, man. Like the first 4 games, and then you go on a losing streak. Then after the bye week, after Jalen Hurts puts on these 2 spectacular performances versus the Minnesota Vikings, and then you come out the bye having to face a team that you've beaten overseas, in the States, in the playoffs, and now you beat them at home, putting them on a 2-game losing streak. A team that really, really knows you. A long-time rivalry between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And like, now you're going against the Detroit Lions, who in their mind and their heart of hearts, and then apparently, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown believes that they should have played the Eagles last year in the NFC Championship game. They shouldn't have lost to the Washington Commanders, but they did, because Jared Goff just turned into a pumpkin with 3 turnovers. But you got Jahmyr Gibbs with almost 200 all-purpose yards. So this game is going to be tough too. Like, a lot of Eagles fans don't understand, like, how close this game is going to be. And then you tie into the fact we're going through all this media mess with A.J. Brown and the offense just appearing to, from what we saw in Green Bay on that Monday night snooze fest, it's just looking really stale. And Kevin Patullo, we know he has his ups, and when they're up, it's really good. But when it's down, they can lose you a game. And the Detroit Lions defense, I'm not saying that they're all world beaters, but they're a heavy contender in the NFC, and they won our heads. They're a very physical team on both sides of the ball. Jared Goff, although he is a sitting duck in the pocket, which gives us an advantage, like, we still have to come out there and play. We still have to come out there and execute. And with these distractions, it just leads to the question that, is A.J. Brown more of a distraction than Kevin Patullo? And a lot of Eagles fans, whether Cows or not, I mean, a lot of us were leaning more towards Kevin Patullo, rightfully so, but A.J. Brown isn't helping. He, on that stream with Janky Rondo, and shout out to Janky Rondo, like, he should have just stayed to what it was, his family and his kids. He didn't need to bring up, like, hey, guys, y'all shouldn't have me on fantasy, and talking about football-related matters off the clock. Man, like, you should keep that to yourself and talk to your offensive coordinator, talk to your coaches about the problems that you may be experiencing with your production, which does matter, because if he doesn't make it, now it's a problem. It's like, hey, why are we paying you and you only got like 850 yards for the season? Which I don't think he's going to finish with. This, like, I still think he's going to meet his numbers towards the end of the year, but man, hey, and I was watching Nightcap the other day, and Shannon Sharp even brought up an excellent point, and it caused a heated debate between him and Ocho about A.J. Brown being on this team next year. And it made me think, like, yeah, I can see where Ocho Cinco is coming from. Like, yeah, if a receiver doesn't make his numbers, that puts a question mark on, do we really need him? Like, validating his contract, justifying his contract, how much you're paying him, because you're paying him a lot of money to get X, Y, and Z numbers, and he's not doing it, whether it's his fault or not. But on Shannon Sharp's end, it's like, bro, your body language, the way you're moving is not conducive to a winning culture. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comments, man. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got more content on the way. Just had a lot of things going on that kept me from doing content, but I'm back at it. We got halfway through the season to go, man. A lot of content to go. A lot of stuff in entertainment news, too, that I'm going to get into. But I'll catch you guys on the back end.